I don't know. I don't want her to do fucking this shit, but this is what she wants to do. So, yeah, she got basketball tonight, wrestling 2 days, MMA 2 days, softball starts in January. But you know what? You want to keep them active. And that's the whole fucking deal there, you know? And now I got something to do with her during the holidays. It's something nice to do. Practices at 6:30 to 8 at night, so it gets me out of the fucking house. Obviously, I'm going to sit there and talk to a couple parents, a couple of moms. There was a mom sitting next to me. She's like, I know you. I go, no, you don't. She goes, yes, I do. I go, no, I've never met you before. She goes, I saw you in Point Pleasant one night, cracking dirty jokes. I go, yeah, that's me. We started talking shit. But yeah, this is the adventures of being a fucking dad. I can't believe how much my life has changed, guys. I cannot even believe. The shit that used to get my dick hard doesn't even fucking impress me anymore. I don't want to do any of it. I don't want to do fucking any of it. Like I said, today I got an audition for a voiceover, and I'm excited about that because you don't have to do much with a voiceover. Just put it on your tape recorder and fucking send it. And then when you do the job, some jobs don't even want you to come in.
You got a microphone.
You got a microphone. They'll Zoom with you and tell you how they want the line, and it's fucking easy as shit, man. But no, I was thinking about all the Christmases, and it really, like, you know, I'm 60. If I had, 15 good Christmases. 15 good Christmases. And it had to do with me. It had to do with me being a junkie, me not having parents, me just, you know. Now I love fucking Christmas. I mean, I'm not dressing up with a Santa hat and I'm not jumping up and down and doing all this shit, but you enjoy it a little bit more because it hits close to home. You're making somebody fucking happy, you know? I think about that last Christmas in Boulder. That was, whenever I think of Christmases, that's the Christmas I go, wow. You know, my life used to be fucking, and I try to tell people all the time, my life used to be so hand to mouth. It was crazy. Like, I wish, you know, when I started comedy after I got divorced, I mean, I struggled financially till I was about 25, 24, and then I started making a little bit of money, you know, money that you could put away, money like save money as a salesman and shit like that. And then, you know, I put away a ton of money. After I came out of prison, I had like 3 fucking jobs. I roofed, I fucking worked at a comedy club, and my whole goal was to bank fucking money. Like, I had never banked money before. The money I did bank as a child, you know, when you have paper routes and Christmas clubs, I would spend it as soon as I busted the Christmas club, you know, like, I would fucking drop it. So I was like, it's time to, you know, I figured out how to fucking make $600 a week and put away $100. You know, even though I was a fucking junkie, it was under control and stuff like that. When I got into comedy, I really went back to hand to mouth. I mean, I don't know how many times I woke up, guys. I can tell you that I woke up, didn't have a fucking dime to get breakfast. Not a dime. And I would go, well, somebody's getting mugged today. I would jump in the shower, brush my teeth, Listerine, the whole fucking thing, put on clothes, and I would just go out, walk into office buildings, look for a purse, look for a wallet. A guy left the fucking truck, you know, and went into the store and left the truck running and left the deposit. You have no idea about the scenarios that I bumped into. I still remember being fucking flat broke in Aspen and walking into a supermarket to shoplift like a pack of fucking Oscar Mayer salami. You know how they come in those packages you can put in your winter jacket? And as I was going to fucking get the salami, a couple was shopping, and her purse was right there, and she had her deposit, like the payment from the company, it was sticking out. I remember just walking by and taking the deposit and putting it in my pocket and walking out there being like $800 in the envelope going, that's a good payday for today. But there was also a lot of times when I had to rob a fucking donation box, you know, like a fucking little coin thing. I still remember robbing that coin thing from Carvel and going, I'm definitely going to hell. They had some picture of a kid drooling, you know, and it's a fake fucking charity, but still, you can't rob. I did all that shit, you know, and being broke fucking sucks for fucking Christmas. That adds even more. Never mind the pain you dry, whatever the fuck. But I remember waking up. I always had problems with my ex-wife, like when I was going to get her for Christmas, you know. The attorney would call and go, she's going to give it to you. They're going to figure out a time and all this. So I really wouldn't know. The last Christmas I spent in Boulder, they called me like, I didn't have a Christmas Eve. That's what it was. I was going to get a Christmas Day. But they didn't tell me till like the 23rd. And I had a couple things for her, like a couple little pop-up houses and shit like that. And I just wanted to have a good Christmas. And I was like, I don't give a fuck if I go to jail. I'm going to shoplift every fucking thing that I can. And I'll never forget, on Christmas Eve, I went out in the afternoon with those last fucking shoppers, and I shoplifted a bike for her from fucking, yeah. I'm ashamed of all this shit, but, you know, robbing on Christmas, being broke on Christmas is one thing. Stealing on Christmas, that's not bueno. You got to say 10 fucking Hail Marys and 19 Our Fathers to get that off your fucking chest. But, yeah, it was fucking a rough Christmas, and I'll never forget going to Toys R Us and getting, like, puzzles, and they would have Jeffrey money in those days. You around for that? Mm-hmm. So I would go in there and take, like, a $119 computer. They had these computers by the door, and I wouldn't even walk out of the place. I would pretty much pick up the thing, go through the fucking line. They'd give me 140 Jeffrey bucks because they pay your taxes. They give you tax money back. And then I would start from there. And then I would go in, get something, pay for it legitimately. But as I was paying for it, I was also shoplifting something on the way out. So if I paid for a bike, I was taking a box of Legos for $200 on the way out. And then I'd do it again. Give them the Legos back, get $230 in Jeffrey money. Guys, it was embarrassing. It was fucking really embarrassing. I must have put together like $1,000. I had a little apartment like this office, and there was a couch, a bench, and a TV. Everything else was Christmas stuff. And then I was such a fucking puke. I'll never forget coming home, and they called, and they're like, oh, we're going to have it there like at 12. And I'm like, 12? I got to get this place looking like fucking Christmas. And that night, I didn't have a Christmas tree. I'll never fucking forget this. But I had the shit you put, you know.
Garland?
Garland. I had boxes of garland. I must have shoplifted from somewhere.